What is up, guys? Seba Houdini here, and welcome back to the Silent Hill 2 remake. Yes, we are back in this. Bloober have hit it out of the park. Good for them, you know. They took a lot of crap over the years for, people hating on this or that. And I always thought they were a damn good studio, and it looks like they're finally getting their due with the Silent Hill 2 remake. Hell yes! It's fantastic so far. I think when we first showed it off, some of the animations were a little bogus. And we'll see. I still haven't got to the hospital yet with the nurses, so we'll see if they've kept some of that. But so far, so good. They've rearranged a couple of things. That first fight with the Pyramid Head was actually really good as well. Hell yes. So I'm excited to keep going with this one. I wanted to kind of save it almost for more Halloween. It's just the way we'll release 17 games in the same week, and then half of them, nothing comes out for Halloween. They're goofy like that. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. They're already lining up their next game as well. They said they have another survival horror game for next year, and it's going to be slightly bigger than Silent Hill 2. Now, the chances of them remaking any of the other Silent Hills are probably pretty high now, but I wouldn't say they're working on it exactly now. I gotta wait to see what Konami wants to do. Yeah, nice. A lot of memes coming out of this one as well. Freaking hilarious. Okay, cool. Nice. So, just as we were saying, we're going to be going to the hospital pretty soon. We got to go meet Maria. Let me see. High contrast. No, it's not what I want. Sorry, I was trying to mess around with the brightness here. Gamma calibration. Okay. Nice. It's so hard to get the right balance because I think it looks different for you guys. So we just finished taking on the Pyramid Head for the first time. It's really cool between the new dodge and everything else. You can really play around. He even has invulnerability flames. I was like, what the hell? We talking about Silent Hill Dark Souls here? So it's really cool. As you know, you're kind of just meant to bide your time and not waste any bullets on it. I think that's the hardest part for people. Alright, we're going straight back into it, and me being half dead because I refuse to heal in these games. Let's see what we got going on. Whatever we do not look at Angela's knife if it will affect one of the endings. Alright. Nice. We got 3 syringes and 7. Okay, cool. There is a quick heal you can do as well. Let's just do that to take the blood off the corner of the screen. Everyone else will be like, what the hell are you doing? Alright, cool. Nice. Let me get back into this. Excuse me. Nice. I try and have a little bit of food just before I stream, so that, because I'm that son of a bitch. I'll spend the whole stream without going to the bathroom or stopping for snacks or drinks or anything like that. So I try and keep it all here in front of me. The reason to do that is so I can maximize my time, That's what it comes down to. It's not really meant as an endurance test or anything, but gats to do what it gats to do. Alright, let's see. How do we do this? So he's got this cool, you can see his fingers are getting a bit dirty. So we're over here, we're going towards Rosewater Park, you see. There's different sides of the hospital, or the town. There's Brookhaven Hospital, then Silent Hill Historical Society, and then Toluca Lake, and that's pretty much the entire game, honestly. There's Heaven's Night over there. We'll have some stuff. Now, as far as I've been told, I kind of had to, not spoil myself because I've played this many, many times, but I needed to know if the extra DLC was in the game. Basically, in certain versions of the original, you would get this kind of Upon a Wish, which was a small little hour-long part where you got to play as Maria. And it was kind of to explain a little bit more about her, what's going on. You got to break all the car windows, right? You gotta. And it was really fun. It was a nice little story. Because, as you know, the people that are trapped in this version of Silent Hill with James, being Eddie and Angela and the little girl Laura and that, and Maria, they're not all they're cracked up to be, They're not well in the head. They're going through their own things, and just in general. This looks fantastic. Oh, we're going. Oh, this is where we meet Laura. Oh, is she on the wall? Yeah. Okay, cool. This is Laura, the kid. She kicked away the key from us. She generally just hates James, but you'll find out why soon enough. She's not just an annoying kid. They've done a good job. Some of the voice acting has been changed for the better, but also it's lost that kind of dreamy quality a little bit.
You're the one who stepped on my hand.
No shit.
Maybe I did.
Knock her off the wall. I mean, what?
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I don't know. What's a big dum-dum like you doing?
Whoa, hey, with the name calling. Come on now.
Very nice. Teach any manners?
Who needs manners in Silent Hill?
What you got there?
None of your business.
The mods for this are out of control. You have
You didn't
people
love Mary anyway.
playing as silent as Pyramid Head, as Buck Naked James as well. Like, what is it about troubled, messed up dudes that ladies tend to attach themselves to? James is not to be idolized, or even he's not the good guy. We're not playing as the good guy. I can't say that enough. Look how gorgeous this is. I'm playing on performance with the PS5, and it has been known to drop into the small 40s and that. There was one little area for sure. Yeah, I just hope that PlayStation 5 and Sony, I know these are third-party devs, but they have to use a little bit of Sony's own tools as well, you know? Hopefully they're help. So I hope they're not being lackadaisical just so people will buy the PS5 Pro. Digital Foundry just came out with a Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, the PS5 game, with the PS5 Pro with you know, PSSR, its own super sampling and scaling and all that. And honestly, yet again, they could not prove in, you know, an unequivocal doubt to buy this PS5. There's no point. They even showed that they stopped using some of the sharpening filters on the PS5 version, so the PS5 Pro version looks softer. Now it means reflections and all that is better, but the whole game generally looks a little blurrier, even though it's higher resolution. So that's a Insomniac choice, and they're pretty good wizards, you know. I wouldn't say they're up there with Naughty Dog, but they're close enough. This is cool. So we're coming into this place. Imagine like going around this kind of fog near a park and a lake, and no thank you. Gonna bump into Maria for the first time. A very cool character. Spooky, weird, seductive, but also very strange. We had some of the great rooms in the apartment. It was quite dark, but we had that whispering event as well. Just amazing level of detail. I'm so happy. I'm so glad they pulled it off. I hope this gives them a long future and secures that Bluebird can knock it out of the park, have knocked it out of the park, and will continue to do so. The Boulderama. Welcome to Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. You can never leave. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Nice. Creepy. Brochures for haunted hell dimension towns. No, thank you. In a perfect world, oh, they'd really want to remake 1, then 3 next, you know. If you just go on to 3, it's going to be slightly confusing. 1 desperately needs it. Patrick Chester, son of Edward, he fought and died for the people, for liberty and for all. Tomorrow his memory lives on. I'd love that, you know, because Silent Hill 1 is on PS1, and it doesn't hold up like Resident Evil 1. It doesn't hold up like any really other game. It's really rough, but really ahead of its time. But very, very rough. We're talking about like early 3D, early like polygonal figures. Everything's kind of triangles and sharp edges. So to do something like that would be unbelievable. And then you could do 3 afterwards. As confusing as that is, but it works with the timeline. Just kind of spoilers. 2 kind of stands alone, you know. This is so cool. Where are you, Maria? Where are you, girl? You're sitting beside the gazebo, if I remember correctly. Then we'll be heading over to the hospital. So, oh my god, I'm so excited. The nurses, the hospital's really, oh man, it's combined with everything, you know. Just truly scary, scary stuff. Hospitals are already very dark and dreary, and it's either a place of extreme happiness or extreme sadness. There's just no in-betweens. Nice. She's probably out here on the pier somewhere. They've moved things around just a little bit, but not enough to annoy things. There we go. There's your gazebo, and there she is. The silhouette. Our lady in waiting, our lady in red. My goodness, I can't wait to meet her. I'm so excited. The voice acting will be good or bad. Here we go.
Mary?
Oh, she looks good. Not quite.
No. You're not.
Butterfly tattoo?
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. Your face, your voice. You could be.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I?
Not as if you are one.
Warm.
Sorry, I got confused.
Hey. Where are you going?
I need to find Mary.
Didn't you say she died?
Oh. Yeah. 3 years ago. It's just... I got a letter from her.
A letter.
I know how it sounds. I'm not... I don't...
Hey.
I love that echo.
It's okay. So, what did the letter say?
The fog travels, the echo and the voices.
She said she was waiting for me. In our special place.
And that's here?
The voice acting's good. It's still kind of dreamy and wistful. Forgetful, you know, kind of way like you've woken up from a dream. That's the whole point.
Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
Mary's quite conservative. We saw her dress and that. So I think Maria kind of reminds him when he first went out with Mary, you know.
Something I just...
It was fun loving and before she got sick.
Hey. I think I might know. I mean, there's this one place. Not far from here.
What kind of place?
The kind two lovers might call special.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you if you want. Unless you have somewhere else to be. Something else to do. Hey, easy there. I'm just messing with you. Come on. It's this way.
Yeah, they did a great job. Hell yeah.
You're coming with me?
I'm so glad.
Can't you just tell me where it is?
It's different when you play it yourself, you know.
You're just gonna leave me here?
No, time for an escort mission.
Alone? With all these monsters around?
Oh, she sees them too.
No, I just...
Is it because I remind you of her?
She's playing with you, James.
You loved her, didn't you? Didn't you?
Alright, just...
Definitely made the tattoo more prominent.
Come on.
So it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a little escort mission well before Ashley and Leon. People have also modded Leon and Ashley into this game as well, which shows you a crazed fan base. Nice. With that one bulb still swinging even though it's burst. So if any of you know like about the meaning behind butterflies and moths, especially in Japanese culture, it's got kind of a reincarnation thing going on, just so you know. Oh my god, that little ass wiggle, do you see that? Oh my. Alright, Mrs. So yeah, they actually do a great job with the escort side of stuff. When you hear escort, you're like, oh no, she's going to get in the way, she's going to get killed. She actually does a great job. For the most part, when you enter new areas, I don't know how they're going to do it here, but in the old game, when you would go through a room, Maria would stand behind Leon. So if there was an instant combat situation and a monster waiting on the other side, she wouldn't get in the way. And she wouldn't move around, run around. Like Ashley is such a horrible habit of running around and she gets caught. And you're like, well, I never told you to do that. So... let's see how this works. I played the old one so much that in certain areas in the apartments I kept waiting for the door. I'd push through the door waiting for the door load screen and it doesn't exist anymore. It's really cool. It's that weird effect where my brain's like, it's okay, so I'll put my hand there like that expecting the load screen. It doesn't happen. Pretty cool. But yeah, so we'll see if they do that. That'd be really cool if they could get that DLC with Maria, and it's extremely short. Like it's like couple of streets. It's basically just before we bump into her here. Basically what she get up to just before she meets James. So how are we doing here? We got some good stuff. Let's see what she does if we're about close enough to shoot. She looks fantastic. Look at the detail. Got the boots. Got her little dyed hair as well. Nice. Voice acting is definitely different, you know. It takes a little second to get used to, but as I said, once they keep that kind of dreamy, weirded out, waking up from a dream kind of wistfulness.
This place we're going to, what is it exactly?
It'll work.
It used to be kind of a special place for young couples in these parts. I think
It's like a lover's lane. And some bullets. So I get a few tougher enemies. It's been tough so far. They've done a good job of, because of it being easier, because of the camera angles now and everything, they've made the combat that much slightly harder. Just like everything's a bit more chunkier and that, you know. Really, really good.
Just a woman.
It's absolutely worth the play.
No fault of her own by moral, upstanding folk.
Like a witch.
Common theme, I guess.
What do you mean?
And history, you know?
Yeah, sure, as if she's not pointing to something else. God, the fog is so well done. I was worried about that. Over the years, the fog was initially used because the PS1 didn't have much of a draw distance, so it was to hide all the pop-in. And then it just became a thing. It was like, hell yeah, this is the way we're going with this. It was easier in the Resident Evil mansion because you very rarely needed to render anything but the room in front of you. And then when 2 came along, they did a great job with it as well, the original. And then we had the HD remake, which destroyed all of that. Thanks, Mishish. Yeah, she doesn't have any weapons of her own. But yeah, it'd be nice to get that DLC, because I think it just paints a slightly better picture of Maria, because she's such a mystery, and it doesn't give away all the secrets or anything. It's just a nice companion.
Walls are so thin.
Oh man, they even got this part. I love it.
Love, hate, jealousy.
I love the way when she stops walking, she has to do that cute little thing where they
Whoa!
Sorry.
Hey! Why'd you do that?
they stand there in their heels and kind of swing their booty around like a waitress or something. What we got in here? Hopefully that's a little bit better on the stuff. If anyone needs anything on fixing the pipes at 107. Receptionist note. There he is, tagging away stuff. 107. No, as if that'd be easy. They have a couple of these dotted around now. They weren't in the original. Sorry. Miss Maria. Can I do this as well? That's right. See what you're messing with. This 2x4 has come a long way. So I've missed a couple of those. Maybe you can go back later and see. Probably not. Look at this place. Anything in the car?
You startled me.
Sorry for startling you. Fixing the pipes in 107. Oh, little maintenance man. This is the parking garage. Okay. So cool, but oh man, you almost want to live here. Could I live here?
Locked. Strange.
Was it not locked?
Why is that strange?
Right.
Never mind.
She probably came through this way. It wasn't locked that time. The town plays tricks on you. Moves and creaks and groans. 108. That's the way we do it, baby. So that would then dictate that this would be 107, but he's kind of changed it up. Let's hope she doesn't get too mouthy, huh? Love of God. What is it about more modern games? I think they just want to give voice actors more of a role or job or whatever. And they're kind of like, alright, chat away, you know? That's not always the case. That song's stuck in my head. Let's see if we can leave and come around the other side. Please. Yeah, like Silent Hill 3, that would be amazing.
Hey! Wrong way. We already passed the motel.
Mm-hmm. Kinda wanna go in here first. Sorry, missus, we gotta get a few things first. Oh, got a syringe.
Nothing safe with you, James.
Nope. Oh, damn, here we go. We got a mannequin. Mannequins, oh! Mannequins are so cool in this game. They've done a wonderful job. They're hiding in the corner. Everybody like laughs. There's like a meme about the mannequin hiding in plain sight. But I actually think it's perfectly done where it looks like it's hidden. You okay, Maria? Nice. It'll hide behind. It really is like it's playing hide and seek. Nice. Yeah, he does. I noticed that it takes a while for his aim to steady and all that. They have you using different items and different weapons later on, so you have a tendency to miss the first shot, especially if they jump on you like that.
Again?
Yep. Can't stop me. Now that you comment about it, I'm going to break all the windows. Are you happy now? I don't think we have to worry about an insurance company in the middle of Silent Hill now, do you? Do you? At last, my love has come along. There's definitely heightened sexual tension between the two of them. And there's a good reason for that too. Look at this. More of this going on. This one is mainly meant to look more like roadworks, where you can find massive chunks out of the town.
Not getting through here.
A lonely day
It's the wrong way.
are over. And life is like a bag of bones. Yeah, so I'm not in too much of a rush. I think the Fright Fest stuff, because I think Halloween falls on Thursday, I want to say, so I'll kick it off next Thursday. What I usually do, and I'll stick by it because it seems to work very well because we're playing games anyway, is, you know, the first little stream. Oh, there's a nice, like, nod to Rear Window. Very much like De Niro's eyes right there. Sheesh. The first stream will just be like a normal game that we're playing, and the secondary stream will be like the Fright Fest stuff. Does that sound good? We'll do. I usually like pick like 8 or 10 games or whatever and see what I can get my hands on. Whatever falls through the cracks, falls through the cracks. So I'll have like 1 a day and then 3 for Fright Fest. That's usually what I do. It works out. Hey Pyro, how's it going? The Switch 2 was revealed, and apparently in the coming days we have all but every little tiny piece of information at this point. People who were doing a play test recently, and they've been asked, you know, not even signed the NDA, they've been asked nicely to not say anything, which is always funny. How you been, man? How's your week going? Is this a game you'd play? I know you don't really care two shits about horror games or anything. I can't recommend this one enough, or Resident Evil 4. I'm trying to remember, was there something in the trash or something? Was there something in the parking garage maybe? Now, like, my brain's trying to slam all of the memories of the original into it, and it'll pop up here and there, and you're like, aha. But then in reality, that's not really how it happens to kind of change things around. Definitely can't move this out of the way. I don't know about you, but I could easily move a... There you go. I could easily move a bread spread.
Can you let me in?
Yes, and look what's it. Look right here. This is her old outfit. They put a leather jacket on her, but she was a little bit more scantily clad. I wonder will they comment on it. There you go. Come on in. You know how it is, and it's just more of a little leather dress. It's very little difference. Honestly, the graphics were so lower.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh yes, and she going over to it. She did about face. She turned an about face. Do you see something? Oh, I was hoping she'd mention something. You're gonna put your hands down. Any more toilets? So funny we got to see that. And then the poo-poo arm. And when you open the map, you still have the poo-poo hand. Gross. Such a gross moment. Oh, she's doing something. See? She remembers. That's a cool little Easter egg. That's nice to modernize it, I guess. Well, some people would piss and moan that it's censorship. In a way it is. Because of how realistic games looked. That's why we got away with green blood and everything back in the day. But nowadays everything's so realistic that you can't just present full nudity in games. And it's the way it is. And it's perfectly acceptable, but it's going to come with, at this point, nearly like a new age rating. Is she going to mention it? Maybe I'm going to come back. This is a new thing as well. We didn't have to break through. These were just holes everywhere. It's really cool. You don't have to have played any of the Silent Hill games. I say that for most things. Like, trust me. 1 less, 3, 1 more, 8, 3 less, 0, 1 more. So it's like 1 left, 3 right, 8 left, 0 right. I'll try and remember that flip. What's that say? That's for the toolbox. Toolbox memo. Okay, let's just grab a screenshot of it. Never find the fucking thing that I need. That'll be for the safe, maybe. Or it's something else in here. More ammo. Good, good, good. We're not doing too bad. They expect you to have used all your ammo on Pyramid Head, not knowing that it's on a countdown timer. That's the only time that happens. Next time we face him will be a real fight. No bullshit. Well, in that case, there we go.
Hey, you think I'd look good in this one?
Yes, yes you would. That's her original dress with the leopard print. Oh, the 90s in the leopard print. Still looks great. Did a good job. So this is Maria. She's kind of our escort, and we're escorting her, but it's not annoying like, you know, Assassin's Creed game or old school Ashley. She kind of stays to herself. We'll see if that remains true, because in the old game it was, you know, like Resident Evil, you had load screens every door. So when you came through a door, you had this tendency to be presented immediately with a monster. I think I hear something down there. So the AI was really good. It would stay behind James a lot. Never was an issue. Ashley had a horrible thing of running around. You could tell her to get into things and wait around, but then she'd be... Alright, so what was it? It was like... Oh no, look, this is for a combination... This is a combination lock, but the other one's for a... like a spin combination lock, whatever the hell you call it. That's just like the keypad. Son of a bitch. No, it did say we could try it. It's like, what was that? One less. Oh no, maybe it's like one less than one. What was it? Let me have a look here. One less. So it could be like, is there a 0? Yeah, so it could be like, oh Jesus, where'd it go? 0, then 3, 1 more. So it could be 0, 4, 8, 3 less 5. 0, 4, 8, 1. 0, 4, 8, 1. Let's try that. 0, 4, 8. No, it's only 3. Okay, so that's different. No worries. I doubt I'll play this one. No worries. Any games you're thinking of picking up? I know you've been going hard on Apex again. Good lad, good lad. Nice. I've been trying to kind of get back into Fortnite as well. It's like, Jesus. They don't give a crap. It's been months and they just immediately put you in with sweats. I thought that people told me that they removed a lot of the Iron Man stuff. It's still there. People still flying around, blowing holes in your back wall, which is just super fun. You're trying to use all this Halloween stuff, and they walk up with Avengers crap. And I'm so over with Marvel. I swear to God, they need to... If they don't fix things soon, man, I just can't be arsed anymore. I recently watched some of the DC movies I'd missed out on, like Black Adam and Blue Beetle and stuff. Actually weren't too bad. Black Adam, as usual, The Rock thought he was going to get like a 6-movie deal, so they spend too much time him kind of sadly staring at his statue, thinking that, you know, they didn't build him up enough, but by the end it was pretty cool. Another problem of finishing off the evil big bad too soon, you know, but it is what it is. Nice. Baby, I'm a son of a bitch. Alright. Want to see what this is for. Why does it say toolbox? Maybe there's one I missed over there. It says toolbox. No, let me go over to the mechanics place and see. As usual, I find something I need, don't know where I need it. While other people find the spot, they're like, oh, I don't know what this could mean. And I don't know how to get in there or something, you know. You think there'd be like a little toolbox here or something, no? Wait, is that it there? No, it's just a box. Just a box? Anything here? Nope. Got the thing out of the car. You think they'd hide it over here? Alright! Why that song stuck in my head? Oh my God.
James, your wife, what was she like?
What was she like? So Maria kind of looks like her. There's a reason for that. All will become clear in time.
Just curious.
I'm not.
She's only been going for 30 minutes. The PlayStation 5 is hopping.
Said we look alike.
The heat.
Well, she
Might be time to open it up again.
play the piano.
It's not been that long.
I'm not sure if you're really that much alike.
Oh, I don't strike you as the pianist type.
The penis type?
Let's just leave it.
Good.
Sure, James.
Nice. Baldwin Mansion safe gate, yeah, to get through to the rest. Nice. Nathan Avenue. Okay. Maybe it's in the gas station. It's all good. They make you kind of want to focus on the motel, but leave it even that big a deal. I'm thinking most of the, like that key card and that, most of these things are sort of added in as little extras. I don't remember opening half of that stuff. Puzzles have remained pretty damn faithful. Like clock, seesaw feels kind of new, but I just don't know. Some of them are just, they're not as memorable, so you're not just going to remember them for life, you know, kind of way. There we go. This might just help us. Anything in here?
Again.
It's alright. Surprised they don't set off some alarms. Will I go in there? No. Honestly, the key for the motel.
We're heading the wrong way, right?
Yeah, just bear with me, okay?
Whatever you say, big man.
Big man? Damn, Maria. Keep it in your pants. There is no wrong way. It's Silent Hill. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. Silent Hill, where the hills are silent, and the evil is resident, and the evil is in within, and all the other stuff. All the named games. Just slamming two words together. Little carjack. Like, carjack lever.
More of those things.
Oh, damn. We done stirred the horny nest. Definitely get rid of the mannequins as quick as possible. These spitters are quitters. Shoot the leg to take a knee. Then run in with your 2x4. Make sure. And double tap. Because they can get back up. They will play possum. What the hell hit me? I think there's another one behind me, isn't there? I was just hit by something. What was it? Y'all saw that, right? Oh, there's a little beetle on the ground. Well, that was enough to nearly kill me. Jeez, I think there's another beetle on the ground. Real shit. Bam! Alright. Oh, hold on. Something else alive. Just another skittering beetle. Where is he? Up there. God, that was a bit extra, James. Jeez. Ooh. That sucks. Now we have the red line around our screen. I was trying to avoid that. I kept it up most of the game. Oh, hold on. Something there. Alright, health drink. Okay, I guess so. Oh, is that something else making noise? I hear skittering somewhere. What was the quick heal button? Triangle? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Free stuff flowing through my mind. Hello, sir. Careful, these are spitters. Bam! Headshots ain't gonna do you any good. Alright, let's see that. Okay, a lever from behind gas station. Don't even know what this is for.
I think they're gone. For now.
Yep. Emphasis on the for now. Uh-oh. Hold on, there's a bug around somewhere.
I told you, there's nothing close. Let's head back.
Where is he? You have to keep moving because the bugs just get you. He'll be just down here. Pete's Boulderama. Don't think we can go through here yet, can we?
What is it?
This deja vu. I love it. I think that's literally where her little wish. And that wasn't that what it was called? Born from a wish. There's a very good reason for that. Something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, there you are. Keeps sending the radio into annoying land. Let's go into Pete's Bowl-orama. Meet some friends. I think Eddie's in here talking to Laura, if I remember correctly. Which is such a weird mixture. Eddie, of course, twisted little lad, kind of having sort of infantile man syndrome. Wearing clothes too small for him. Literally kids' clothes. You'd want to get used to me. I'm going to keep doing it, little girlie. There we go. Yeah, this place is opened. They might not be here yet, though. Some things are scheduled to be done properly. Cool.
You know, you can wait outside if you want. I'll just look around the place.
Why would I want to wait outside?
I thought you might not want to.
James, if you don't want me around anymore, you can just say it.
Right, just wish her away.
Just
Exactly.
stray thought.
Finished off the little Zelda game. So sweet. Just perfect. Unbelievably perfect paced. I almost like it more than the Link's Awakening remake, but that one's kind of its own little baby. They're both fantastic. I don't even... Hello? Anybody in here? Let's save point. I think this has autosave too, so although it's nice to see them. Oh man, I can only imagine the smell in here. I love bowling. Love it. I wish we'd had more midnight bowling here. It's harder to find. They turn the neons on and stuff. Nice. We've lost touch with all that kind of stuff, I think. I mean, there's places even do like roller disco and all that. That's cool. Never really done that, so I don't know if it'd be any good. I'm good at ice skating, so naturally you'd think, but I bet you I'd follow my arse. Never really. The skating stuff was always my sister's thing. I'd ask for game consoles and that for Christmas, and they'd ask for rollerblades and roller skates and that. Nice. Yeah, normally I think they're like, Eddie's usually here eating his pizza, look, see? Oh, see?
This town's full of monsters. Who could just sit here and eat pizza?
See the way it's having that little kind of weird reflection thing, like a nod to the original. What's that about? Are they removing pieces? They just callbacks? I'm not sure. Or have I come too early? I don't know. I'm sure he wasn't there to go there. No. That was funny, no matter what you think about these games, having just like handgun ammo chilling. Look at that. Like, who had that? The janitor? Like, it's always good. They did a good job. Let's have to see how they'll mess around with that kind of stuff. Won't you do that, boy? Alright. Gas station done. Blocked there. Okay. Now where to? Hold on. There's a funny little running meme about opening the map and then open it and close it, open and close it, trying to figure out where to go. It's true.
They're coming.
Oh. Damn, some of them spawn back. That's not that big a deal. Oh lord, they coming. Those ones you want to bother with because don't know how those bullets missed. How do I dodge again? B, okay. Jeez, when you die. Get him! Nice. How you been doing? Good, good. How about you? Hope you're doing well, dude. I know you had a bit of a rough time there. Been getting any football in? Is football kind of cancelled or taking a breather while your man kind of recovers, or you just kind of carrying on? It's fucking Beatles. You wouldn't think they mattered, but they are a pain in the arse because they will just. You saw what happened. This when we were in the middle of a fight, they snuck up on me and did a little bit of damage, and it was enough to take us into the middle. Screw that, you know. Alright, this is like the gas station. Let me see. Zabadoo, Zabadoo. I think these are just leftovers, are they? Gotta be a little thing. Maybe there's something written that we missed. We got in there. He's talking about the pipes, right? Come in. Oh yeah, okay, we only opened that door. He's talking about the pipes in 107. Hold on, let me check. It was in the... No, I can't get into the bathroom. Pipes. With the radiator. Looks like you kinda... And there's like the maintenance. Yeah. Okay. The power of love. A voice from... Jeez, don't scare me. Alright, something got to do with this memo. Has to be for the keypad then. But it sounds like a tumbler lock solution, right? It doesn't sound anything like that. You guys smarter than me? Would you have a clue? I must have done a save. Let's do that. No, these are all saves. Let's just get rid of these so that the screenshot. As you see the bloody screenshot. I filled my hard drive full of goddamn trophy stuff. So one less. 1380. We only need 3 numbers though. That's the problem. 3 numbers. Because it's only... I noticed when I tried to do 3, that was it. Game over, Sally, you know. It clicked. So I didn't get it wrong. So one less is a 0, right? 3, 1 more is 4. And then 8, 3 less is 5. It's 0, 4, 5, 1. Now see, I tried that before. You saw me do it earlier before we went for a run. That's annoying. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. It was so loud. Now, I tried that before. Maybe I screwed it by pressing it. It only took 3 numbers. I swear. You okay, Biddy? Nice.
I think you just saved my life back there.
Now, she can die and get a game over, so trust. Trust. Alright, let's see. What was that key we got? Come here, you. Yeah. Jackson. New Jack City. No, I don't need to do that. Another way you can... Oh, you can see Maria as well, don't you? We got the cowboy, sweet baby. Cowboy, baby. It's hardly just for this entire gate back here, is it? It could be. Let's try it. Yep. That's about it. So that'll let us explore the rest. It was cool that we were able to... Yay! That's funny.
Just down this way.
She's trying to bring us to the strip club. Heaven's Gate, Heaven's Bar. I think it's like also weirdly named after one of the religious cults in the game. I like that you can go off the beaten path there. I didn't know you could probably go down a little bit further to the historical society maybe too. What's this? What are we looking at here? Why is it zooming in? Is it like a key or something? I can't see the shape it's trying to show me. Weird. I think this might be connected to the house as well that she spends a little bit of time in. Her little DLC is basically all around one kind of a half of a mansion. What are you humming about? Oh, she sees it, see? More deja vu, is it? What is it? What do you see? I don't get that part. Unless there's a shape I'm not recognizing. Oh yes, if we get as far as the... That's the motel. If we get as far as the hospital, that'd be cool. I'm just mad chilling. I'm in no rush. This game like took a long time to make and a long time to become. Doesn't it look like a foggy day in Chicago or New York at times? It's meant to be New England. Like they're half confirming that it's Maine now, you know. Alright, so that's on the other side of that mansion. Yeah, Baldwin Mansion, see? You got the Blue Creek apartments where we came from. The beauty of it is it'll lead you exactly where you need to go, but when you go through that kind of hell dimension, which they didn't really create as well, did a good job. It was more subtle rather than this big like moment. That's fine.
So,
see these big walls?
James,
Yes.
3 years. That's a long time. What will you tell her?
See, she knows certain information she shouldn't.
That I love her.
Yeah, right, James.
When? Lucky her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Like I said, 3 years is a long time.
I think the butterfly tattoo might have been on her hip, cause and then just the nature of them changing her clothes, it's now on her collarbone slash boob. Boob. Look at these houses. Don't they look pretty normal? Like people with like, kids playing on a porch and grandma sitting on a little bench. You could see it. You really could. Until you can't. Until it's otherworldly. Until it's frozen in time. A whole lot of messed up people. Look at that one. Yeah, they even kept that part in. It's so weird. If it was like a porch gate, it makes sense. But no, it's just like it's left in. Anything else? Every car now becomes James' worst nightmare. Loot. Give me loot. Hell yeah. Sound design is fantastic. Like, they've been building to this moment slowly but surely. Bloober, every one of their games, I would argue, get better. You know, maybe the story's not for you or something like that, but I don't know. A lot of their games just have gotten a little bit of extra hate. Like, I never understood the hate for Blair Witch. I think it's a really solid game. It's not like Game of the Year or anything. It's really, really solid. Like, take for instance Alien Isolation. People to this day consider that, like, most streamers when asked to play a horror game, that game will be mentioned in some fashion if they haven't played it already. It's true. Like, so it's become like 10 years. It's become quite popular, quite legendary. But IGN gave it like a 5.7 or some crap at the time. It was ridiculous, and they bring it up to this day. Definitely a bad call.
So, what now?
What now, Jimothy?
Look for another way.
Mm-hmm. That's some thick-ass fog. Wow. They're waiting for you. We are still going football. Haven't played since Thursday. Okay, nice, nice. It's been just about a week. Glad you're still getting to play. Oh, damn.
James.
Run, boy, run. I'm playing some of the new RPG Metaphor Refantasia as well. Oh, hell yeah, he's got the lead pipe now. It's on. This will be an upgrade to the 2x4.
Stay close.
I think there's even one inside there as well. Oh, yeah. These are the ones you want to get rid of. Come on, Maria. They're gonna hush us along the way here. Bam! It's got fucking 360 vom. 360 no vom. She did get in the way there a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, they're leading us through the apartments. Bastards! Nice. Oh no. Damn, there's a lot of them. That mannequin caused trouble. Here we go. I didn't want to spend too much more bullets without picking up some. Come on, Maria. Now's the time. James is not a good shot. But it's meant to be that way, you know? Oh, it's meant to kind of show that, fucking mannequins. That he's an everyday man, you know? Fucking mannequins! They're the worst. They're very hard. Oh my god, they are hard. They will not let you go. Shit, we just ran around in a circle, didn't we? Oh god, no, no, no. Jesus, there's so many fuckers on the floor. And he can't hit them. He's very bad at hitting them on the floor. Because you low-key suck. Don't you, James? You gotta get the piss flaps out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's a lot of enemies. They're not afraid. Quickly! He's so slow! He's staring at the wardrobe as if it's his mammy's. I suppose it could be. You little shit. Now look at the state of you. Look at the state of you, James. What am I gonna do with you? Run! Everything's so slow. He's standing there looking at the syringe. I'm gonna whoop your ass, James. Let's go. That's definitely kind of a just run for it kind of thing. We shouldn't have stayed around at all. Wasted way too many resources. But, you know, things like mannequins and the dudes crawling, you gotta handle your business. Those guys will just torment you the whole way. That was cool. Whenever you hear that and the wind goes crazy and that, you really just have to get out of there. It's the town trying to swallow you up. He's a slow boy. Holding that L1 button like it's breaking my finger off, you know. That's not good enough. Oh yeah, the back entrance. There's the butterfly. If only someone had a key in their booby pouch. What is with ladies in their booby pouch? I think this one she just feels up her leg, right? No, it is the booby pouch. Don't look. I've seen ladies hold an entire Uber in their booby pouch. It's a special pocket for secret things. The booby pouch. It's like she worked here. She might have. Mary seems more conservative. Maria is once again more of that outward sexual frustration from James, you know? She either was like this when she was younger, or it's how he wanted to see her that way, you know? It's a little bit of ghosting. I wonder was there up there. I don't remember that ghosting. See, you could see like a trail on the fingers on the door. Alright. What the hell? They've been doing this stuff a lot. Just to tell us not to forget. As much as it's like remembrance and of the original, it does seem to be a little more Resident Evil, if that makes any sense. For good and for bad. Dressing room. Oh, she's gone in there to change. Nice. Hubba hubba. What are you giggling in there for? It's not a bad thing for sure. Oh my, ready to kill it, I'm sure you are. Welcome to the stage 12. Okay, remember that. Welcome to the stage, the luscious, magnificent, magnanimous Maria. Don't mind if I shabam! Sorry, hello, anybody in there?
Maria?
Occupado?
Hello?
Get a look at this place. What are they gonna do? They're messing with us. Not the mannequins. You pick it up, buddy? That was weird. I think I just needed the camera over it. She's trying to be all seductive. Nice. Trample, huh? Oh, it already looks like they've nailed the lighting in this. Good, okay, so we've almost got back everything we used. Here we go. Welcome. Paradise. Oh yeah, everyone was moaning about this neon that looked really bad. It just goes to show, most of those people online, those anti-woke brigade morons, have not actually played the games they're moaning about. Because it actually looked like that. It was the whole point. They were doing their best. Hello? Hubba hubba.
Maria?
Oh, the music. Instead of being some kind of, you know, dirty music. Or like YMCA or something, I don't know what they'd play.
What? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. I was just kidding.
What is this?
You always feel like
This
you're missing something in the conversation, right?
Don't be silly. Just have to go through and out the
Bam, bam. That's the point. The whole thing was... They've done a good job. It still feels kind of disjointed.
Then again, now that we're here,
Oh. Well, she still has a little bit of the letter print going.
just for a little while.
She's got a bit of a creepy
Catch
smile
your
on her,
breath
doesn't she?
Before we head back out there.
I don't have time to take a break. Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
Chillax.
It's just this place, this whole thing. It's like a nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess this place is getting to me, too.
I like how he doesn't even mention like Pyramid Head. He knows.
Am I crazy?
He knows. Oh, you're crazy, alright.
You know, for thinking she could be here.
Crazy is one word for it, I guess. I can think of another.
Crazy in love.
What's that?
Hopeful.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Well, that's a nicer way of putting it.
Is she still got the pooey elbow? Pooey sleeve?
Here.
Yes. Nothing makes your aim a little bit better than a bit of Dutch courage.
Something to take the edge off.
I wonder why they always call it the Dutch courage. The Dutch are not known for their liquors, are they? Maybe they're peach schnapps or something, I don't know. But not like brandies and whiskies. And that's usually what you take for your Dutch
You
courage.
sure?
Is it like an old war term or something? Who knows?
Fine. Be that way. Here's to... to hope undying.
Hope undying. Oh. Undying. Yeah, I think they went back and reworked the music, but they just kept all that old classic 90s synth and weirdness and offbeat stuff. I love it.
Fine.
No drink for James, huh? He's a priest. He presents himself in this game as such a victim and a confused little man, but
Ready when you are.
he is not. He's quite twisted. Yep, yep, no. Look at this place. Did such a good job. Nailed it. Screenshot city. Does this thing have a photo mode even? Probably everything has. Tutorial just sitting right there. Cool. Nice. Which country isn't known for its booze? That's true. That is damn true. You're right there. They all have their favorite. What's in here? Oh, lost and found. We got a little picture in the middle. Probably of... We got a wedding ring. These are all probably part of James's stuff, honestly. Which is crazy. Everything you see, remember I was saying the dead bodies on the ground are actually of James. Heaven's Night. What did I call it? Heaven's Gate. No, that might have been the cult's name. It's close enough. Close enough. Alright, next up on the stage is the lovelorn, twisted freak on a leash, James Sutherland. Throw it in a circle. Hell yeah. Throw it in a circle. Macho, macho man. James wants to be a macho man. Even Maria wants to see a little bit. Yeah, didn't it show us this little cigar box? Nothing for us. The Fifth River. Yeah, I feel like most Scotch now, not even made in Scotland and stuff. What was the point of even looking through here? I thought there'd be something in the cigar box. Freaking lied to me. Alright, got a save point. What we go over here?
That you?
Ooh.
Would you like it to be?
Ooh, would you like it to be? I like that. It's exactly what Maria represents. Nice. What's that? B Y B. Collecting numbers. No. Nice. It's not even a sleazy kind of place. It's a lot worse. Alright. Let's skedaddle.
You know when you want to move on.
That's the plan. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright then. Come on.
There's anything else. I like how she puts her hands up when you have your flashlight in her face. So many games do that now, so it's not that big a deal. Bang.
We could come back later if you want.
It's even got like a European touch to it. Like European strip clubs are a little classier.
Say,
Or at least they're better at hiding it.
go on, right?
I guess so.
This whole thing has to go down exactly the way it has to go down. Just as with this. Them blocking it, us going through there. Having a little weird moment between the two. You can see like even her kind of trying to be all sexy. He's feeling uncomfortable. Not because he still has feelings for his wife, but because he knows that's what he's thinking. He thought that the moment he saw her, he was mistaking her for his wife. Alright, so now we're here. We kind of race through all there. Lakeside Diner. We can come up that way, you see. It is leading over to the hospital. That's where we're going. Nothing there, no harm to check. Always feel like you're wall hugging. I'm wall hugging, damn it. I'm cloud bursting. Yeah, it looks like that X-Defiant game, not too long for this world, but that's Ubisoft for you. None of those survive very long. Still have like 60 bullets, that's insane.
Okay, not far now.
I don't know if they'll let you in this game, but I remember you used to be able to go between the melee weapons, but it's better just to stick to the ones we have. We're going to keep blocking each other. Use some of them. Let me see. No, it just replaced it. It's like, screw that. Technically, depending on how good you are, you could probably do more damage with the nail-infested 2x4 rather than a blunt object iron pipe. But it's just up to you, really, how much you put into it. Look, she stopped talking about me breaking glass. That's cool. See, you bring a little bit of attention to it, it's nice, but to harp on it for 40 hours, you can start calling yourself a Sony game.
James?
You never get enough time to react to them, so they always get a free shot off. Little shits, everything was so calm. Always hiding. She's just chilling there. I tried to react as quick as possible. Catch anyone in Scotland saying the word Scotch and they're just talking about an egg. Right, exactly. Exactly. It's always a weird one. I think that's like the go-to. You can always like tell a whiskey bro who's just being a poser when they start bringing up that kind of stuff, you know. Like, just drink something and enjoy it. It's this fucking thing of thinking you're a connoisseur of everything is really annoying. Everyone has to make these things about their whole personality. And it's even video games or whatever. It's like, there's a whole wide world out there. Go look into lots of different things. I blame social media for that because I feel like they have to stamp and label themselves. Or at least the weak-minded ones anyway. They know nothing else but that. Especially if they create like little channels and pages about that kind of stuff, you know. Like, I like my video games and I've been playing them all my life, but it's still a hobby, you know. I always said that if I had to choose between music and video games, I would still go with music because that's like life-giving, you know. Video games have got me out some dark times, but in reality, they can be detrimental to you too because you are just pushing things back and out instead of dealing with them. We do like our escapism, but you gotta find the balance between escapism and dealing with your problems. People used alcohol and drugs as escapism and see where that gets you, you know what I mean? Just a simple concept. Cripple. Yeah, they did a great job on her. She still has that face that you keep like doing a double take. You can't tell, is it the scariest look in her eyes or is it something kind of mysterious and beautiful? It's a mix of both. That's what they're going for. She's not to be trusted, that's for sure.
That's it? A garden?
There's a bit more to it than that.
If you say so.
If they are planning on doing the DLC, I'd love to know sooner rather than later.
She's just around the corner.
She?
My god, look at that wagon she's dragging. Sheesh. That dress is doing work. She thinks he's gonna see Mary that easy. Hell no. More statues. Little conversations with Laura in the future.
Who is she?
There's a story told around these parts. Kind of a local legend.
No
Tells of a woman who
lip
was
syncing
cast
there at
out,
all.
sentenced to die on an island out on the lake. There was a man in town who fell madly in love with her. And every night, he would sneak out, row across the lake, bringing her food.
Kind of a nod to Mary, but also other things in the town too. Even
And every night, she
Dahlia.
would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But this one night, a terrible storm broke out, caught him out in the open, and it blew out the candle. Even in darkness, the man would not give up. He would not turn back. So he fought against the raging waters until finally the lake took him.
you don't know why that
They say
0451 didn't work.
The woman never
That's a
left
nod to System Shock and Deus Ex
him
again.
at night,
All devs use 0451.
lighting the candle.
It doesn't add up to anything. It's
Beloved
not.
home,
It's just a really
blew him
interesting
to shore.
nod to the greats. You know, it's one of the first things.
Not sure how much truth there is to it. It's probably just a fairy tale.
It's probably been used in over 100 games, I'd say.
But she's become something.
Queenie, holy shit! Hello, hello. How's it going?
Undying
How you
love.
doing? How goes the Queenie?
This place.
Hope you've been well. Hope you're treating yourself well.
She's not here.
The little eyeballs.
What?
How have the years been to you? It's fucking rough out there
She's
for
not
sure.
here.
Hopefully you're doing
Why would
well.
she be? I don't even remember this.
Times
place.
are tough with the housing crisis and the inflation and stuff. Seen a lot of people having a rough time.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here.
It's getting bad if people are choosing homelessness over these piece of shit landlords.
Hey, it's okay. There's plenty of other places to look. We can still.
Oh god.
Come on.
Random little scream, huh? It couldn't be nothing, right? There's now Moonlight Grove and theater. Okay. Some of these, you know, just like most remakes, there'd be one little room, one little screen you'd go through. Now it's like a whole little event. It's really cool. Oh man, who uses public bathrooms in parks and stuff? That's only for 2 different things, like dogging and meetups for like men and stuff. Fucking nasty. Half of them have to be shut down.
From inside the theater.
They're gonna make us go in that way. Maybe they'll change the Boulderama around to the theater, maybe? Because we did not see Eddie eating the pizza and chatting with Laura, unless that's for later. Oh, you gobshite.
Okay?
Yeah.
Cutscenes are still 30 frames, so you can see that jitter between going from 60 to
How much
30.
of a movie fan
It's
are you?
mad. Hello, I'm alive. Yes. Good. Years have been shit. No. Work unusual. Realize I do have so much unrelenting rage lately, considering I'm some old bat driving our car just always hit me. Holy bollocks. You okay? God damn, I hope you gave her the fingers. I hope you busted up her car some way. Yeah, look, now it's Eddie and Laura, so they've changed it. They were in the boat around now. It's clever. Yeah, I think if you almost get hit by somebody, you're well within your rights to beat the shit out of their car, knock out their mirror, or... That's how I feel. This is cool, they've changed it around a little bit, but these two are still having their conversation. Yeah, it's usually Eddie eating that pizza, and you can see that she's already still calling him fatso. Laura's that inner child in everybody, but she's also extremely abrupt. Careful. Way to scare them. Laura is apparently, she doesn't see any of the monsters or Silent Hill the way it is. She's kind of, I was here. She's kind of the only innocent really, even if she's a little shit and you want to kind of pull her by the ear and tell her to feck off. Nice. Yeah, has haven't been killed someone yet? Oh shit, you need to do one of those rage rooms, Queenie. You know those, you can go to these places and they line up like bottles and an old beat up car and stuff, and they'll just let you trash everything. It's really good for getting that stuff out. My god, it's like essential. It should be like free for people. Yeah, I've been seeing a few people kind of going homeless, and it's like, oh my god, I didn't know it was that bad. A lot of times like they won't go back to their parents' place because of shame and stuff, and I get that, I understand, but if it's just to get your legs back, it's okay. It's different if it's like, hey, you never did move out, and now it's like you're 47 years old. It's like Steve Carell, 40-year-old virgin stuff. Well, to each their own, I suppose. It's a lot of bathrooms. Bomb bathroom. Somebody had like a Taco Bell exchange. What the hell? It's one of those toilets. Definitely had to use a disabled toilet from time to time. I don't mind admitting that. Look at that. That's Taco Bell explosive. You don't want to or mean to, but it happens. Just sometimes you gotta happen. It's like, hey, either I use this, because everything else is either broken or used, or someone's gonna clean up on the floor. So you tell me. Tell me which is better. I'm not a 20-minute kind of guy. I see some lads in there. They go into the bathroom for 20 minutes. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Are you okay? You need to get that sorted. That's not right. That's not normal. Spend your whole life in the toilet. Okay, so how are they going? Is he still going to be eating pizza? Yeah, she just calls him a fat shit to his face. This is Eddie. There's a reason he's wearing clothes that don't fit him. It's got to do that kind of thing. He's got like childhood trauma.
Eddie?
He's a twisted pup. No, he's eating ice cream.
Oh,
That makes sense. We will meet him in a fridge later.
you're,
James. We met back at the apartment.
How cold is it? Might just because he's eating ice
I
cream.
remember.
Makes it really cold. How are you? I miss the soothing Irish dialect, right? Feck off. I miss the constant name calling.
You didn't make it out yet?
Put down.
Yeah,
Who cares?
I just didn't get
Give me,
around
look at
to
the
it.
size of that pizza, man. Give me some of that. I want pizza.
At least you're out your
Would have put my umbrella through a window, right? Be well within your rights. These people need to learn. Nice. They're just taking a huge shite. Yeah, exactly, right. But 20 minutes, though? Something's going on with your diet.
No,
No, I think people do be on their phones and gaming and stuff.
that's probably just Laura messing around.
Move back to my parents. Yeah, see, but there you go. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Laura,
That's why I mentioned, like, if you talk to anyone from Ireland, UK, the first thing we bring up is, like, housing crisis and stuff. I'm sorry that happened, Queen. That sucks. Hopefully you got out without losing too much.
Now you want me to come with you?
There's probably a very stereotypical story of a greedy ass landlord who was like, well, I'm going to sell the place, and then that's not true. He gets you out and then raises the... I don't want to hear that. Oh man, we've destroyed our ears lately with ASMR. God damn it. I don't need to hear... How come I can't hear voices, but you turn all the gooey shit? Man, I should shoot you here right now. We can't. We can't. Yeah, they jack up the price 3 times. Should be illegal.
I don't know.
Sad thing is, if you ask a person, they would do the same. That's what we've done. We've kind of created this really messed up situation where it's a dog eat dog, and like people don't want to help each other. Or I bet you nobody gives to the poor or to the homeless anymore as well. For the most part, they're kind of like, no, it's better in my pocket. Probably use it for drugs or whatever. So I think we're at an all-time low when it comes to apathy. No one cares. Hello, Laura, you messing around? Sticky floors, man. Never worked in a theater, but I don't envy. What the hell? Why did the camera just...
Laura?
You know it's her. She wants to teach you something. It's not. Point the gun at the child now. Maybe you will. Yeah, hopefully things are going okay. Hopefully you're getting on well back at your folks' place. Hope you're not getting shit for it, you know. That's tough. I'm seeing that more and more. Like I said, it's kind of different. You've got the... Jeez, thought that was a mannequin. You got the younger... There's nowhere to go for the younger ones, so they're staying at home till they're mid to late 20s. They're like, well, where would you like us to go? You're not building any houses. The ones that are becoming privatized, so no one gets a shot at them anyway. Oh, our little teddy bear. Laura, she's gonna shit on James anyway. She was down talking to him, got spooked out. I don't blame her. See that she has a little letter? That's right, she's a letter as well. This is the new Silent Hill 2 remake. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. It's kind of just been Resident Evilized. But it's nice. Yeah, look after yourself, Queenie. I know it's bloody hard out there. Christ almighty, people expecting you just to be able to pull through with everything. Now we're just in survival mode, I think. Everybody's in survival mode. That's how I when I see these people breaking sub records and stuff, I'm like, what's going on? Is there money laundering, or they're doing it themselves? Like, where's all this coming from? 300,000 subs. No bullshit. That's like the size of some countries, for God's sake. Just think about that for a second. You wouldn't fit that in a giant stadium. Come on, Laura, where you at? All these different projection rooms, they look the same, huh? Suppose they don't play one of little James's memories or something. The spooky bit with Mary. You already seen little nods of around, like the dress on that. We haven't gone back to the Hell Dimension in a minute, but when you start doing that, you'll see how much it plays. It'll be very personal, intimate memories of James popping up, and you're like, how is that possible? What's in here? NBA! That's just where we started, is it? Eddie's still down there. Where are you, Laura?
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
It's actually not that dangerous for her. She doesn't see the monsters. Come here, you little shit. Oh, and then Maria. See the way they pop in, pop out?
Yeah, I tried to stop
Or
her.
that.
She went that way. We can still catch her.
Nice. Yeah, how hard is it to indicate? Exactly. I always laugh because I say, like, it says it there. The word is right there, you know? Indicate. To indicate to other drivers and pedestrians. But they won't even do that. They're away on their phones. I watched one video. This lady's on the highway and her hands are on the steering wheel. And you look closer and her hands are on her phone inside the steering wheel. She can't stop playing Candy Crush or whatever it was for a second. She wasn't even that old either. This pure dumb shit, like fucking waiting. Doing her dailies or whatever you do. Right, see, I don't know why it opens up certain things like that. There you go, hospital. Coming up on the hospital. You could go down the whole way. Let's see as well.
James, look.
Yes. Oh, in she goes. Brookhaven Hospital. No, thank you, man. This place. Start to get the nurses going, huh? Bloody hell. Let's fill out the road first. It's one of the coolest parts of the game. The main big areas are the apartments that we've gone through, and the hospital, and later on you'll have a prison / labyrinth, and then you've got a little bit of the hotel as well. All kind of blends together. It's wild. And then you've got the wider town to explore too. It's cool. They've kind of opened it up a little bit more. I think it's a much bigger game too. And then he's kind of the same speed as he always was, so it's just naturally a little bit, takes a little bit longer to get around. Hold on, was that a syringe box? Yeah, it was. I don't recognize them a lot. Suppose you can't just, they don't want to just leave a syringe hanging around. They put them in these little medical boxes. Still weird, man. Who's putting a fucking random syringe into them? Good lord. Good lord. Happy to have me back, and I've been able to get my PC. So there you go. Nice, nice. So you're kind of saving up a little bit. Good on you. No, you're dead right. No, good parents would be happy to have you back. Even if you were throwing a few euros towards a few pounds towards the bills and stuff. They just want you to be safe. You know, it's tough. Like, you really do, when you're renting now, you really do needs to be 2 people. Boop. So, you know, if that falls through, or if relationships fall through, sure, it can leave you in the lurch, and you're like, well, what would you like me to do? People have been making some great videos and great points, like talking about inflation and the older, you know, grandparents and even parents' generation. And they're talking sort of out of their ass as usual, because at the end of the day, no matter how many recessions and stuff you've been through and inflation, everybody started at 0, right? You know, no matter what you look at it, you go from $0, £0. But then things cost cheaper back then. So even if you had nothing, you only needed, like, to have £1 back then, a child could buy the world, you know? Nowadays, like, even £1 million wouldn't secure you for very long, like maybe less than 10 years. And it's not being greedy or anything, it's just, that's just the way it is. So to say that is kind of lies. Crow, high velocity buckshot. Our first shotgun shells telling us that we're getting the shotgun soon. Very soon.
Is that a gun cabinet?
Shotgun safety rules.
In a hospital?
So yeah, this gets weird. We have like a psych ward, and Maria starts acting really weird, and we get the legendary nurses. Pyramid Head shows up. It's gonna be awesome. Jumping down weird holes and things like that. Nice. I want to play this through this one a couple of times for the endings. Oh, that looks amazing. Good lord. Looks like concept art or something. Done such a good job. That's good.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
Glad you're doing well, Queenie. Good to hear from you. Yeah, I'm still doing my thing. Same kind of situation, but you know, fucking surviving as well.
There.
I'd sold my place and made a nice little steady profit on it, but then I just went back into renting. I don't really like where I am, but there's nothing else, so it is what it is. Small and it'll do. Shitty neighbours as well. It's always the way. You gotta get a good landlord or good neighbours. Never both.
She likes me very much.
But why?
Life sucks.
I don't know.
But just gotta look after your old health, you know. Freddos are 30p. Shocking state we're in, right? That's so funny. Pyro's doing that thing like he likes to do. Where he's kind of he's doing the small talk thing and how ridiculous people sound sometimes. Like talking about weather and all that. The price of a plastic bag. That's basically what he's done there. The price of a Freddo. Like, come on. You're right, though. You are right. I'm just kind of messing, but it is true. Like, you wouldn't get 2 bites out of a Freddo bar. Like, come on. Come on. Garage Jack is just going to keep bringing that up, isn't it? God, there's such a good job on this. Like, most of these areas, they're like a dungeon, where the first half is almost, you know, lackadaisical. You're just having fun. I keep waiting for the load screen, and I'm like, no, you're fine. It's so funny. No elevator. And the other half is when the hell dimension takes over. It gets really nasty. Did you think that window was going to stop me?
What was that?
Better stay on your guard.
Yeah, we might not even get attacked. Oh, they even make that noise when you pick things up. Swoop. Keep it closed. Never. Hardly ever. There we go. I wrote it down for you in a way you should be able to remember once you're in the lobby. Just look around. Now remember, nurses, doctors, trees. Nurses, doctors, trees. I'm interested to see how they do the nurses. They've always been kind of naughty, you know. And even in the later games, they then added a little bit more like cleavage and stuff to them. So we'll see whether they go full boobalicious or what. There's a reason they're like that. It's not just to bring in the horny gamers. It's got to do with James. He was visiting his wife, his sick wife, in hospital. He's completely spent up, frustrated little bastard. Instead of just jacking it and taking the baby batter off the brain, he visualized doing everybody. Just everything. Everything with legs, anything that moved. James wanted to hump the crap out of it. Now, that's even why you see those weird straitjacket people are wearing like hooker heel boots and stuff. You'd be like, why would that be? Also, the things he's attacking, you'll notice outside of like Pyramid Head and that, a lot of them do tend to be female-like or female in stature. Because that's also his frustration of his wife. He's very angry at her because she was sick. And she knew that too. Remember, if you experience poor appetite or significant weight loss, you're fucked. Oh my god! Sam room 1 can't go in there. This is cool. Yeah, it used to be. It's allowed it to be, in a way, like less confusing, but also a little bit confusing. Nice. How is he picking up this map here for the first time? He's already written all over it. You should draw some boogers or something on it. Prices aren't what they used to be. Yeah, everything's going up. Yeah, exactly. Always bounce back. Yes, that's right. You are fucking resilient as hell. Jesus. Been through the wars. But you're stronger coming out the far side. So what, have you been gaming much? Playing much? Bit of Call of Duty? Are you going to get the new one? Due to repeated instances of keys getting misplaced, from this point forward, they are returned to the locker at the end of every shift. All staff are required to memorize the padlock combination, not to disclose it to anybody. In case of any problems, report to the head nurse in exam room 3. Jeez, you scared me. What are you doing over here, girlie? Looking at people drinking some tea. Nice. There's a very famous nurse in the first game known as Lisa. She's such a sad, tragic case. Kind of similar, though, to a lot of things where she sort of has a love affair with one of the doctors, but she's so confused, and Silent Hill kind of eats her up in a lot of ways that are worse than anything. So later on, you meet her and she's kind of fallen to Silent Hill and confused and that, and she has like blood running down her face. And for a PS1 game at the time, it looked amazing. I'll never forget that as long as I live. So if they ever do a Silent Hill 1 remake, I'd love to see what they could do. Oh, creepy. No, we're not dealing with ghosts or anything. Well, not in the traditional sense anyway, not in some supernatural. No, they definitely stick to the monsters. That's why I feel like a lot of modern stuff, they've missed out on that.
Looks like there is a key.
There's a key in there. Remember what he said? He said, doctors, nurses, tree. Trees. Yep. Yeah, so you gotta kind of memorize that way. Let's grab a save. It's been a hot minute. I don't want to do too much of the hospital because it's such a big thing. But it'd be nice just to kind of, otherwise looking into it. It's like it's meant to be like a different fucking teleportation. Man, empty drawers should be. I don't care if if it's just a small little thing. Shouldn't be. This should be outlawed. So this one's like exam room 3. Anything over here? There's his doctor's trees. You got a clock over here. Keep an eye on everything. Let's see. Start to see some of the. God, this takes me back. Holy hell! Yeah, you can see there. Floor 1. There's multiple floors and basements and stuff. Good lord. Generally, it's so stupid getting a place over here. Council's doing the bidding thing now. It takes ages. Oh yeah, I did see some people doing that. They were going online and stuff. It worked out for some people, but yeah, jeez, it's like eBay bidding, right? Good lord, you never know what you're gonna get. I was talking to someone and they had just got a place, but I noticed that there was no carpets, no furniture, no anything, no fridge, no oven, no anything. They're just happy to get everything.
Are you looking for something in these photos?
Yeah, remember what it said. So how many nurses do you see there? You see 7, right? And then doctors, which is 2. At least we think. And then like a picture with trees. See? That's trees. So it's 4. So it said doctors, nurses, then trees. So it's 2, 7, 4. And try that. See? Let's see. It's probably wrong because everything I do is wrong the first thing. And I go off for an hour. Yep. So there might be more pictures somewhere. Oh no, was it 7? Seems like 7 to me. Yeah, bids. For if you want a council house, you go on to websites and everybody bids for it. And it's just really is just a pot luck. When really it should be a thing. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I've said this before. People don't agree with this take, but I don't really care. If you're someone who's living in a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom place and you're by yourself, or it's just you and a young couple and you don't intend to start a family or want kids at all, or want to start a family for at least, you know, 10 or 20 years, maybe you're in your early 20s or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I do think that you should either let someone else, another family, move in with you, or give that place up. And like, this is what's wrong with most of the housing, is we have this weird jigsaw thing. I used to bring it up where it's like, if you ever seen anyone go, even during COVID and post-COVID, when they would go to the cinema, even before COVID, they have this thing where Irish people, or maybe UK as well, they don't want to sit beside each other because like elbows touching or whatever, or you hear them eating or whatever the fuck it is. And you have this thing where half of the cinema is empty, but it looks full and you've nowhere to sit because you're coming in here with 2 people or 3 people because of dumb idiots leaving 1 spaces between everybody. It's so stupid. So it's the same thing. So people don't agree with this take. Like, I've seen documentaries about this. I watch a lot of that. I've watched like that was called Skint. There was a show called Skint. Another one called Benefits Britain. And then there's another one about the housing crisis. And it was basically about a guy who's now in his 40s and he's lived with his mum his whole life. And his mum has had the council house for like 38 years or something. Something ridiculous, you know, from the 80s. And she passed away, sadly. And he is living in the house now. But it's a 4-bedroom house that was for his family. But he's the only one who's still there, you know. The rest have moved on and started their own families or whatever. And it's fine and all good, but he was holding on to that thing because it's memories for his mom. And I'm like, I understand that, I do. But you gotta understand exactly what's going on. You're literally taking up a house that could do a huge family or 2 families that might be living in a bed set somewhere. And he's not expected to move off to a hotel or a 1-bedroom apartment or a studio or anything. I'm not saying that. There's nothing wrong with having spare places. But then they moan about the bedroom tax, and that was wrong too. But just my thoughts on it. If we just like copped ourselves on a little bit and did a little bit of, you know, instead of pick a mix, if we slot people into the right thing, you know, where if someone has 3 kids or 4 kids, then they should at least have a 3-bedroom house, you know. We grew up and there was 4 kids to 2 rooms, so it was 2 to 2, and you know, you want your own space and it's nice, but you put up with it, you know. You bunk beds and you can half the room off, so that's not that big a deal. I just don't know why people can't do that nowadays. I don't know. We're too entitled. And then you do have a situation where there are some people having 4 and 5 kids, and whose fucking fault is that? You know, it's up to them, but they have to be housed as well. So then you have a family of 7 and 8. You know, and there was definitely mothers and families back then that did that too. But nowadays it's like 5 kids to 5 fathers, and you're not going to be rewarded for opening your legs either, you know, that kind of way. I'm sorry, that's how I look at it too. It seems shitty, but it's just kind of fucked up in a way too. Especially when they're not looking after half of them. One of them's run ragged, the other one's into drugs, and the rest of them aren't going to school or something. It's not always the cases, but you see it more and more because there's no human alive. One, you know, even our own mothers, when they had a lot of kids, you were run ragged, you know. I actually see a lot of mothers out there, and they'll have 1 child on their hand and be pushing a buggy and another, and there'll be twins in the buggies or something. It's too much, and they all start screaming at the same time. It's too much. It should be 1 mother, 1 child, and then think about it after the fact. But this thing it's crazy. You know, you can't expect a whole of society to bend for you because you bent over either, you know. Then you've got other countries that were trying to stop the population, so they were like, don't have kids, and now no one's having kids. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about that stuff. It's not every case, that's just more generalization. But you know what I mean? These, when I was watching these programs, I'm like, I'm sorry, like, and then you have another kid on the way when you can't afford and you're nearly homeless. Where's the future thinking? Where's any of the common sense? Crazy. But yeah, like they should be building more houses. Obviously, all that stuff stopped, and then selling them to privatize stuff. Like governments and councils should be doing more. And they got rid of a lot of, even over here, they knocked down so many high rises and the big apartment blocks because they were just unsightly or drug ridden or whatever. But they never replaced them. Do you know what I mean? So those people get displaced and moved into the council house and dole and benefits and all that, and that's no good either. What fucking good is it? Right now I'm in a 1-bedroom flat, but it was a 3-bedroom townhouse that's been turned into, and it's not really meant for it because the walls are paper thin. It's a disaster. But I'm fine here. But like, it's been about 3 years now, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing else, and it's getting worse, and everything's about to crash. Give it like 2 or 3 more years, I think it'll crash. Not a big economy crash, just housing again, because they're just not surviving. Then you've got natural population explosions that happen too, you know. Alright. So that happens too. Like, and people want to just jump, and they did say like what was it? Was it maybe it was nurses, doctors, trees and stuff? Yeah, it was. So maybe 7. So yeah, if people want to blame foreigners, and that's just not good enough. That's just too easy. That's not what's going on at all. 2, 4. It's population, you know. Like I said, if people are having 3 kids, 5 kids, and you're not replacing that stuff.
Basement.
2nd floor and it says basement. Okay, yeah, I know people are not going to agree with that takes, but they should. The housing committee should be doing more for sure. And people just don't want. People can be a little bit selfish, and then you've got the greed. I think if anybody hating on a landlord, and they should be if they're greedy, but if they're in the same position, I fully believe that they would do the same thing. Not out of spite, but if you had the chance of making $3 grand a month on something that you were once getting $500 a month for, you're going to do it, right? And then if you've been harmed or hurt and financially screwed over by a landlord, you're going to then want to screw other people back. It's like, well, it happened to me, you know, that kind of way. I get that. I do feel like we've gotten so dog-eat-dog. There's always been people like that, but for the most part, people do tend to be sort of good underneath it all. But my goodness, do you sense it now where it's like, the world is fucked, so I'm going to take mine, you know, my share, my shit back, and that kind of stuff. And like, oh my god. Alright. Things are going to start getting creepy now. We bump into our first nurse. It's okay not to agree with me on that. I don't see any other way of fixing any of this than that. But we don't want to work together, so I get it. People don't find any need for that. It doesn't, unless they're getting some, they don't want to do anything. I get it. Nice. Yeah, first time hearing about it. It's been going on for a few years actually, dude. Well before the COVID and everything. Just that housing crisis has been creeping, honestly, since I want to say like 2012, 2015, around then. Some of those shows go back to that. And yeah, there's certain websites, and you're bidding, but you're not using money. It's not eBay bidding, and you're not bidding to buy either. You're just bidding to get a council house, because it's this thing where even right now there's less than 10 per, like, you know, town or borough or parish, whatever you want to call it. And you've probably got anywhere at the thing of like 1,000, 5,000, something like that, you know, for 10 houses. Do you see the problem? Yeah, it's rough. It's very rough. Council houses are a great idea, you know. They have saved a lot of people, and a lot of businessmen don't like them because they get more than their money back, but it takes 40 years, you know, that kind of way. They don't see that investment. They want it now. They want to sell you $1 million fucking apartments that are worth scratch all. Oh shit, here we go. Where's it coming from? I get that shotgun. So you can see it's starting to get all rusty and hellscape. The transition isn't like as smooth now. It's too subtle. Take a knee, bitch! So yeah, I watched I've watched all those programs, and you really do feel for some of them. Some of them are genuine people, and they look after the place. Like, one woman got into a place after basically couch surfing with 2 kids, and she'd be walking around the estates and towns at 11 o'clock at night with kids because she didn't know where to go. So eventually she would, and then her friends were pissed with her, her parents were pissed with her, everybody just didn't want nothing got to do with her anymore. She finally got a place, but it was like the same thing. She walked into a shell, you know, because, and then there was holes in the walls and doors and everything because the last tenants were scumbags. And whether they do it because they're crackheads or if it's just really shitty kids, I'm sorry, but it's your responsibility to both fix that and make sure you look after it. These mannequins, man, they're creepy. Hear them screaming as well. They've humanized them. I don't like that. Makes it worse. There's the gas can. People are just people, right? You know, I don't think we're all inherently trying to do anything bad. But I do think we less look after each other anymore. I really do think that has happened. We've become very cold. And it's because of COVID as well. It just made it worse. It was underneath the skin, but it was because of COVID too. See the way the radio doesn't react to them? Make sure and double tap. Because we're all going through like post-trauma from COVID and nobody's saying anything. Bleach. The amount of bleach you use is getting ridiculous and the sheets are not getting any wider. I wouldn't ask questions, just end it. End it. It's funny. I say dumb, cheesy stuff like, you know, try and look after yourself, do something nice out there, but it does just sound ridiculous, right? It's fucking tough. No, I definitely, there's no shame in it, you know, you might feel it and people kind of make it feel like that way, but there's no shame in it. Especially if you're helping out your folks too, like that's a no-brainer, because there's this thing where, you know, even I grew up, my father was the only working person because my mom was minding us, and he was able to afford a place and cars and giving us food and 4 people's Christmas and building on, like they built up conservatories and extra bedrooms and stuff. So he did all that. You just couldn't do that now, you know. People can't even just afford the rent and just to eat, let alone bills and everything else, you know. So there's nothing bad about that. Like I bring this stuff up more, as I said, like a social thing where I'm like, oh, I noticed that people tend to leave home much later now.
Hey.
And not everyone is like me, you know. Leaving home at 14 or 15, of me was 17. That's pretty rare anyway. The normal leaving home back then was just when you went to college, or if you didn't go to college or whatever, you know. That was the normal. And siphon some of this. Things are different now. I think now they're trying to get your legs and figure out what you want to do, or maybe you're in a job, and by the time 1932, by the time you kind of figure that out, you're like, oh god, I'm 21, I'm 23, and the years go by. A lot of the issue kind of comes down to poor paying jobs too, because any of those entry level jobs like retail and fast food, they just don't pay enough at all, you know. So you're in that situation where everything's going up except your wages, so you're just in a hand to mouth situation. It's like, here's my wages, there's the bills, nothing left over, do it again next month, you know. It's terrible. They've shown that across the entire world, the national minimum wage has barely moved anything in 15 years. But inflation just like this. Then you get a little recession, then inflation, little recession. That's what's going to happen again. We'll have another recession again after this, you know. But the thing is, none of us have enough time in that recession to get anything good, basically. Hold on, did he pick up the gas can afterwards? He did, okay. You have to, that's where you want to snap and save up and snap at some good things. Like that's what I did with, it was a 3-bedroom apartment that was 99k at the time. And, oh shit! Oh! Why does the radio not go off for them? And the mortgage was only 400 euros, that cheap. So that was the most lackadaisical, easy thing. That was way better. Look at the state of today. Today, that same one, you can get maybe 1500 for that, I'd say. That's insane, right? So I didn't double tap her, I guess. Isn't that insane? So think of the average landlord who maybe got a good deal. See, what happened is a lot of those dumbass landlords during the 2008 recession and before that took 100% mortgages. So they're trapped in a situation of, you know, a 35-year mortgage, spending $2,000 on something that's not worth half of that, you know. See, now the radio goes off, but it's too late. Dirty mannequins. That's the beauty of the mannequins, not a bug. They have to hide you. Should get that stuff. But yeah, look after yourselves, you know. I don't mean that in a selfish way. You gotta look after yourself and your mental health and your family and that, you know. The best you can, and then whatever you can put out into the world. I couldn't believe it, but I used to see, it was like a thing you'd see in New York and stuff, in movies and that. Like, I've been to New York and I've seen it as well. We used to see those homeless people and they'd have the ginormous trolley and it would be full to the brim with cans and stuff, you know. I was like, okay, they'd be making a couple of dollars on it, just a bit of food or drugs, whatever the fact they were into, you know, for good or for bad. And I was like, God damn, we haven't gone that far in Europe yet. Guess what I see right now? I see homeless people, I see kids, I see grown-ups all collecting up the bottle caps. They're collecting up the bottles and the bottle caps. And that's what they're doing. And like, that's like what, 10, 15 cents a pop? But clearly that's enough for them. Like, I don't give a crap. I throw all that stuff away. I don't give a crap. I hate the new bottle caps. They keep cutting the sides of my mouth and they don't open or close properly, and it's like, it's just 15 seconds of annoyance every time. It really pisses me off. Most importantly on things like milk and that, which is just going sour and sour because I can't close the bastard thing properly. They're also made really bad. Like, concept of what they're trying to do, I don't get it twisted. If it helps, it helps. But this thing of paper straws and bottle caps really doesn't matter when you've got China polluting an entire continent, and you know, the whole sky around China is disastrous, and the same with parts of America, and then all the oil rigs as well. So, like, come on, like, let's get with it. Get with it. Nice. Yes, we did do it. She wants the elevator. Wonder when the first nurse is gonna show up. Probably not until we get down to the demon area. Oh, got these guys on the ground too. What is that? Doesn't look exactly like the floating guy. Is that a nurse? No, it's just one of those guys. Get down! So yeah, look after yourselves. I'm probably going to do the same thing again if the housing crash happens again. Like, it's not, what I'm doing is not greedy. You're just doing a good thing, really, honestly. You can get in while the price. It's the same difference as buying low, and I'm not going to be one of those landlords who fucking charges $1,500 or something. Disgusting behavior. I'm sorry, but as a landlord, you should just be charging whatever it is that covers your mortgage, and maybe a little extra for maintenance and appliances or painting or whatever. So if it's $400, you should be charging $500 a month. What the hell else do you need? You know, you're just being a greedy sack of shit after that. And I've seen so many people doing that. They're telling people they're selling when they're not. It's technically illegal, but you can't prove anything because it's your word against theirs.